What is up, YouTube? I am here with a nerd, the nerd himself.
Good day for us today.
I would say what's up to Rec Talk. We just left the stadium about 20 minutes ago. It's been a long day. Despite the outcome of the game, I had a great day. But congratulations to Georgia Tech, I guess. I don't feel like the Georgia Tech was the better team. I know Rec Talk doesn't want to hear that. I don't even know. Do you think that? I mean, they were today.
I generally don't like we were the better team, y'all played better, because it comes off as a coat a lot of times.
Yeah.
You were the more talented team, for sure.
Yeah. Well, okay, let me rephrase that.
Yeah.
Clemson's not the better team. That's clear, and for a lot of reasons.
Sure.
They got outplayed. They got outcoached. What did I tell you guys in the preview the other day? Because, a lot of people tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, but I've been saying the same thing for the first 3 weeks. First of all, let's start out here. I said the key to the game for Georgia Tech is to make Cade Klubnik uncomfortable and for Haynes King to have a big game. How many yards does Haynes King run for?
It probably 80, something like that.
No, it was well over 100.
It was over 100?
Yeah, it was 90 yards in the middle of the fourth quarter.
So King over 100,
something.
that's an F for what your game plan was.
The problem for Clemson was, well, first of all, you can start with the turnovers. The bad turnover on the first drive for Cade Klubnik, the fumble there. Actually, the worst one was maybe the big difference in the game was the first drive of the second half. They marched right down the field, into the red zone, turn it over immediately. There you go. But I was telling Rec Talk, I was like, I don't understand the offensive philosophy for Clemson. And I've been saying this since week one. This isn't just today. I said it against LSU. I said it against Troy, and I said it today. Cade Klubnik is not the lead back of the Clemson running game. But he got more carries today, and here's the other thing. All I've been hearing from you guys is, oh, Pete, the reason that Clemson doesn't run the ball is because they don't have any, they don't have a good run game. They don't have any running backs. Well, then how come Adam Randall rushes for less yards than Cade Klubnik? And we're not talking about scramble runs. We're talking about designed runs. How many times today did you look at me and go, I can't believe Clemson is in an empty back set again?
Yeah, you started not an empty back and went motion out of it. Yeah.
So, like, if you're a defensive coordinator, you're licking your chops at this. Brian Kelly was right. This offense, these are very talented college players running a high school football scheme. That's what they're doing. Adam Randall carried the ball 15 times today, should have been 25. He had more rushing yards than Cade, who had more carries than him. But they still continue to refuse to run the ball with running backs. Gideon Davidson, 1 carry. 1. For how many yards, Rec? 6. There you go. Okay, we'll give you the ball one time. You run for 6 yards. Have a nice day. Sit on the bench for the rest of the day.
Is he a 5-star?
Yeah, I usually have a high 4-star, 5-star.
Well, also,
he's a true freshman.
You converted a 3rd and 22 running up the middle.
With who?
With Randall.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, don't say it ain't so.
Yeah.
So Adam Randall, I think he averaged 5.8 or 6 yards a carry today. Cade Klubnik barely had 3 yards per carry today. And they couldn't stop Haynes King. So all the things that worried me about this game is exactly what happened. Clemson refuses to change their offensive philosophy. I know the defense didn't play perfect. I'm not saying that they did, but Haynes King's a monster. We knew this going into the game. I told Rick before the game, what did I say? I said if Georgia Tech scores 30 points in this game, they'll win.
Yeah.
He said the magic number was 24. What was the final score? 24-21.
Yeah, me and C-Dog independently came up with that number.
The ending of that game was crazy inside of that stadium.
I was pissed.
I couldn't believe that with no timeouts left, and at the point of the field that they were at, that they decided to run the ball. We all said before the play, they got to pass the ball here. They got to pass it.
No timeouts.
There's no timeouts.
28 seconds.
They can't spike the ball to stop the clock.
They don't have a down to spike.
They don't have a down to spike it. And they trot the damn field goal unit out there and kick a long field goal to win it, a walk-off home run.
No, they sprinted. We had to sprint the
just
kicker
unbelievable.
out there.
So, look, they got out. Clemson got out-coached. They got outplayed. And they haven't shown signs to me that they plan on changing their offensive philosophy. And so they want Cade Klubnik to be Haynes King. They want him to be the play caller, the number one passer, and the number one rusher. That's not what Cade Klubnik is. He's not Haynes King. He needs to be the play caller and the number one passer and let the running backs run the ball, in my opinion. And so far, my opinion looks like it's turned out to be true based on the statistics and the record that they have and from what I've seen. So I don't have any faith they're going to change anything. They've got their heels dug in. This is who Clemson is. The defense is too good, in my opinion, to be put in these situations. I'm not putting this on a defense again because I just think Haynes King is that much of a baller, and you got to give credit to Haynes King in this game. But it's week after week after week. It's the same thing. We got our heels dug in a bad way. Well, I'm in a bad way. Clemson's in a bad way.
Yeah, down bad.
So this, I guess, this just isn't a good offense.
No, I mean, Georgia
It's not a
Tech
good
has a first-year signal caller who's never called plays. Our defensive line was decimated. Like, Georgia Tech should not be able to do to your offense what they did.
When you're one-dimensional, it's easier to defend, though.
Like, how many third down conversions do you think you got? Like 4 in that game, something like that?
Who, Haynes King?
No, I'm talking about Clemson. How many third downs do you convert?
I don't know. Yeah,
it
3 or 4.
couldn't have been many.
It wasn't a lot. It wasn't a lot.
I mean, Tech didn't play necessarily great either. But
even when Clemson got down there on the goal line, when they were trying to tie the game up,
yeah,
they
four downs.
run. Yeah, and they run it with Cade Klubnik. He can't get in there. They give it to Adam Randall. He runs right in. It's almost comical.
We can't do that. They'll expect us to run Randall again.
It's almost comical. But I know you guys think I'm a delusional fan. I can say this with 100% certainty. I'm not near as delusional as whatever Georgia Tech fan was sitting right behind us.
Oh,
this guy was unbelievable. Halfway through the second quarter, he goes on for 12 minutes straight. I'm not even exaggerating.
It was longer than that. No,
it might have been longer than that. Yelling at the top of his lungs, Philo! 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 To the point where this poor lady that was sitting next to me that was like 60 years old, she whispered at me, she said, I can't take it anymore, this guy. She got up and left. And the game was still, I think Georgia Tech was still winning at that point, weren't they?
Yeah, we were up like 13-10 or something.
Yeah, they were winning.
7,
like this idiot's going, Philo! Philo! He goes, Clemson ain't got no safeties deep. Put Philo in, he could throw it. I'm like, yeah, like Clemson's not going to put his safety back there when Philo gets in there. This guy was insufferable.
Yeah, I hope the worst for that guy. That guy's a piece of shit.
And then, of course, after Georgia Tech started winning, he shut up.
Yeah, didn't hear another word from him.
Didn't hear another word from that guy.
Guess why? That's why he don't have a coaching sticker on his shirt, I guess.
So, I guess to make a long story short here, Clemson sucks. I hate to say it's only week 3. They're 1-2. They're 0-1 in the ACC. I don't know if they can recover from this.
You can, but it's going to take some start changes. Like, you're going to have to change everything, kind of offensively.
This was the big game. I know everyone points to LSU as being the big game. This was more important.
It was a conference game.
It was a conference game. I can't remember the last time that Clemson started out 1-2. Somebody in the chat will let me know. Sure.
It's been a while.
But,
that I'm sure of.
So it's just not a good team. It's not a good offense in particular, and the coaching to me appears to be mediocre at best. So I don't know. I guess we're headed for the Gasparilla Bowl. I don't know.
It's not so bad.
Right now, Georgia's losing by 2 touchdowns in the first quarter to Tennessee. Maybe it'll be Clemson and Georgia in the Gasparilla Bowl.
I would love that.
Think about that.
Here's some dumbass Georgia fan up here.
So. Anyway, all right, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know. We might be doing some streaming from. We're headed back to Rex's house to watch the afternoon and primetime games. Maybe we'll do some live streaming for you, and you guys can pile on Pete. But nobody was down worse than Hufferbilly Paul at the game.
Dude.
I was genuinely worried about his health. He didn't look good. He was in a bad way. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys soon.